I'm Taya from Ukraine and welcome to my channel again. Today guys, we have interesting topic, I think. We will discuss what are the aching topics for Ukrainians that you should not bring up when you're among our people. So this is kind of part one. Maybe I missed something. You can always put your own opinion in comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe and put like. This helps my videos and my channel to grow. In this way I understand what you like, what you're interested in, so I keep making the videos. Let's start. Firstly, I want to say these topics are kind of obvious and you should not talk about this with any person when you travel around the world. Like a common sense, you know, politics, religion, any personal beliefs. However, I'm here to explain you why you should not talk here about this and what's going on in people's mind. Number one, you probably know Russia. Russia, yes. Aggression with Russia is such a wide topic right now, and I need to make a separate video about this, or you even need to study history to understand what's going on right now and our opinions. However, they are pushing a lot right now to get rid of everything Soviet, everything Russian, and less Russian on TV, on radio. Only Ukrainian language can be in newspaper, magazines, for example. Official language in Ukraine is Ukrainian. Everything official is absolutely Ukrainian. It has been for ages like this, but they are trying to say that if you speak Russian, you can do this in your kitchen, but in the supermarket, at different services, you have to speak Ukrainian. We have, I can say, propaganda against everything Russian, like I said before, and I can tell you myself, subconsciously, I also feel that Russian, oh my god, Russian, yes, something like an enemy is here, and I should have a red flag in my head every time I hear everything connected to Russia or Russian people. Even though this is weird, we are different and we are similar at the same time, and through the history, Russian Empire, you know, invaded part of Ukraine, and Soviet Union is also considered as Russia right now, and Ukraine trying to be more westernized. We are trying to make everything our own, like unique, and trying to, you know, to cut this rope that we are somehow connected with Russia. This is why, shortly speaking, you should not bring up this topic, because it doesn't mean that 100% there will be someone who will start to talk about politics and, you know, Russian conflict, but nowadays it's getting a high percent that you are going to meet such person. I remember when the war started, nobody believed what's going on with the country, how long it's going to take, and even with friends, I don't know, colleagues, anyone, you can have a more than 5-minute talk. Sooner or later you will come to the war topic. I'm serious. War is never a good thing, but especially if you meet someone who moved from that area, they will have, of course, nostalgia, because just imagine you have a good job, you have few apartments, and you are 50 years old, for example, and you have nothing. You know that this area is not going to be prosperous even if the war ends tomorrow. This area won't be prosperous in the next 10 years. It's going to take lots of time to rebuild everything and get, you know, the international investments back. Luckily you have some savings, but still it's not enough to buy apartment in big city, and you can't get a job because you're 50, you are old. And in Ukraine, I think we have a big problem with age, that you have to be younger than 35. And luckily they have changed this recently. Well, that's another topic, but still imagine you have to start everything from scratch and you have everything there. It's very sad, especially when you have old relatives there that cannot move out over there anymore. You cannot help them because you cannot help yourself. So related topic for things that you shouldn't bring up with Ukrainians is politics. Politics, I think, is there any country in this world, tell me, that is, people of which are happy with their politicians and politics? I'm just wondering. I don't know, maybe Switzerland, I don't know. But in every country, politicians are not considered as good guys who are volunteering. So here is the same. Everyone hates the situation here. The oligarchs, that everyone is stealing your money, what you're paying, the taxes. They are just stealing this money and they are not doing any renovation. They are not putting this money into investing into something. Everything they are doing, it's a showing off, and our money are going just into their pockets, and then they are buying their houses, huge luxurious houses in your country, in America, Italy, France, Great Britain, and so on. Then maybe one day European or American country will investigate where this money came from. This is a legal way to get money, and it happens to one of our politicians. So this is pretty painful topic when everything is going to be better. People are waiting 30 years of independence and nothing has changed. Ukrainians are waiting when it's going to be good. Foreigners are very positive about Ukraine. They like Ukraine. You guys comment me, Ukraine has a lot of prosperity, a lot of potential, but potential, is not enough. It's like you have a talent and you are gifted to something like a person, but if you never get any classes to develop this gift, it means you cannot do this. The same with Ukraine. If there are people who don't care about Ukraine, who are just interested in their own will, there is no point of having the best soil in this world. So most of younger generation think about Ukraine as a shithole and they want to move out, and this is true. How you can survive with such average salary. See, even me, I'm talking about these things, I'm getting, harsher about these topics, aching topics, when it's going to be a good life. But, you can wait your whole life for improvements and never enjoy life. Next stuff, I'm going to tell you about Soviet Union. This is not very aching, but maybe there is a possibility. If you talk with old generation, there are possibility that they will miss Soviet Union. Not all grannies and grandpas miss Soviet Union, but it's country where the youth was. They put lots of efforts into their country. They put lots of their time and, more important, health, because in that time, what kind of job you could have. Something you work with your own hands, or you are someone like educated person, the teacher, or you're a doctor, and there was no such job as a businessman. Like, come on. A lot of people work with their hands and they put lots of efforts, and they were promised that when they become older, they will go on pension at like 45 or 50 years old, and they will have luxury, like very decent life, like seriously, house, apartment, lots of savings, and them and their grandchildren will be great, will be swimming in a sour cream. Sometimes we say that. Country that promised you to have a better life in the future, and this country doesn't exist. There was a time at this 2000 when some politicians were speculating about this topic, and they promised that they will give those people their investments or their savings they had, but of course it's not possible. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was very useful, entertaining, and something new for you. Don't forget that you can support my channel on Patreon or YouTube sponsorship, and what you will get special videos that only my sponsors can watch. For example, the recent video I made how we celebrate Christmas in here in Ukraine, how I do this, some simple vlogs from Kyiv and so on. I will be happy, and I appreciate everyone who supports me. And don't forget to subscribe, make this button gray. See you next time. Bye bye.